Darum, 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 darum. Yeah. Darum, darum. Yeah. The tune that was playing in the car is the Cummings family headed north on the A1 towards Durham, 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 Durham. Yeah, that extraordinary episode that's happened over the past few days, folks. Remarkable situation. Anyway, welcome along to the Wednesday evening quiz. It's lovely to have your company as we embark on another Wednesday night speciality quiz, which this week is all about sport. I don't know. Heck, well, it is not too bad, to be honest. No, it's tough as anything. No, it's not. It's a decent night's quiz tonight. If you don't like sport, well, I do apologise, but that's just the way it is. It's the way it is, as I say. Right. We will have 4 rounds coming up for you. 10 questions in each round. Lots of fun to be had. So we are going to get yourself underway. Yeah, as I say, absolutely. Really, it is a toughish quiz tonight. Toughish quiz, as I say, toughish quiz. So there we are. There we are. Look at that. First time. Was that a first timer? Is that a first timer, G? I think that is, mate. Well done. So as I say, it's a sports pub quiz tonight, folks. So we've got football. We've got a bit of listening to do. We've got a picture round, and we've got just a general knowledge sort of thing on sport. So, as I say, I hope you are all doing well out there, keeping safe, not making any unnecessary journeys, not deciding to get in the car and travel 260 miles to then inflict another part of the country with possible spreading of your COVID-19. Yes, as they say, he was under exceptional circumstances, just like all us parents or anyone in that situation would be. He's much more exceptional than us. He's an exceptional wanker. That's what the issue is there. And yes, you know, the crux of the issue is what's been forgotten in some of this is that he ended up, he had to hospitalise one of his family at the other end of the country, which was the whole fucking point of lockdown. Tit. Anyway, he's got a new company. If he gets the sack, we all know that he's going to open up a new taxi firm with Ray Charles and fucking Stevie Wonder as his drivers. Anyway, let's move on from that, folks. We have a nice little sports quiz for you coming up. So as I say, the first round will be about football. Love a bit of football, don't we? Lots of points up here for grabs, folks. Absolutely loads of points here for you. So let's see what your first question is. Are you ready? Are you ready? Well, if you're not ready, then that can't be helped. Here is your first question. Question number 1 of this sports quiz tonight. Question number 1. Who were the last team? Who were the last club or team to win the Scottish Cup with a team that fully comprised of Scottish players? Who were the last team to win the Scottish Cup with a team that fully comprised of Scottish players? I'm putting on my sports commentator accent tonight because in round number 2, that is something that you're going to have to deal with, really, as all sports commentators. Yes, indeed. Who were the last team to win the Scottish Cup with a team fully comprised of Scottish players? Question number 2. What was the name of the brothers who played at centre-back for both Stuttgart and West Germany in the early 80s? They both played in the 1982 World Cup final against Italy, of course. What was the name of the brothers who played at centre-back for both Stuttgart and West Germany in the early 80s? They both played in the 1982 World Cup final. Yeah, World Cup final. I don't know about this. This is, as I said this the other time with this, it's getting beyond a joke now. I think I might send this class back to Mr. Airdingle, if there is a Mr. Airdingle. Not happy about this, Squire. Not happy. Question number 3. At Euro 1992, that's the European Championships, it was Germany's first major tournament as a reunified nation. Name the 3 players in the squad who were previously capped by East Germany. So 3 points. You forget I was going to have this. Well, how did the points is that, Gary? I don't know if you know where the cabin is. You think I'll be alright to drive the car? Right, 3 points up for grabs here. 3 points. At Euro 92, it was Germany's first major tournament as a reunified nation. Name the 3 players in the squad who were previously capped by East Germany. Okay, so 1 point for each correct answer there. That's a good one, I think. Yeah. Whoever came up with that question, that's a good question. Well done, sir. Question number 4. When Rangers defeated Dynamo Kiev at Ibrox in the European Cup in 1987, 3 of the Kiev players eventually went on to play in Scottish football. Name them. When the Rangers defeated Dynamo Kiev at Ibrox in the European Cup in 1987, 3 of the Kiev players eventually went on to play in Scottish football. Name them. They've played for Scottish clubs. That's the crux of the issue there. Reminds me of the old, when we talk about commentators, the old joke about when Rangers played a Russian team at Ibrox. The commentator missed what was going on. And the Russian team scored this, one of the players scored this screamer for 30 yards. And the commentator, who might have been, I can't remember his name, but it might have been Bob Cramsey, I don't know. He turned around and says, who was that scored? And the guy went behind him and went, fuck Diano. And he went, fuck Diano, scores a Scotter! And yeah, that's went down in history. Might not be true. Well, it's not true. You see a joke. Right, in 1978, this is question 5. In 1978, Joe Jordan left Leeds United for £350,000 to move to which club? In 1978, Joe Jordan left Leeds United for £350k to move to which club? Fuck the arrow, it's gone on, man. It's an old joke. An old joke. I've got my old fuck the arrow to shut on the night anyway. What the fuck the arrow anyway? Anyway, enough of the fuck the arrows getting enough of that for one night. Right, question number 6. In 2014, which English club did Scott, just in case you didn't know he was a Scot, anyway, Andy Robertson transfer to from Dundee United? For a bonus point, which future English internationalist signed on the same day? In 2014, which English club did Scot Andy Robertson transfer to from Dundee United? For a bonus point, which future English internationalist signed on the same day as Andy Robertson? The 2 of them signed for this club on the same day. Who was the other punter that signed with Andy Robertson? How's your week been, folks? All right? Your weekend starting all right? A wee mention. I don't know. I should have mentioned it at the beginning, but I heard it was a special birthday, and I did mention it in my Facebook post. A special birthday for Mr. Ian Monk. And while we're on to football here, he was a football player himself. So I hear this is a milestone for you to reach this age, Mr. Monk, and I can't believe you're 62, mate. You just do not look it at all. Thought you were a lot older, to be honest. But um, aye, uh, 62 years of age. Get you a pint when we get back into the pub in Jalember. Right. Question number 7. Henrik Larsson was second top goal scorer in the UEFA Cup in Celtic's run to the final in 2003. Which striker was third top goal scorer for Krakow, Wisla Krakow, and went on to sign for the Parkhead club? Henrik Larsson was second top goal scorer in the UEFA Cup in Celtic's run to the final in 2003. Which striker was third top goal scorer for Wisla Krakow? I didn't put Wisla, but anyway, it's Krakow. Krakow, and went on to sign for the Parkhead club. Who was he? Who was he? I'm very disappointed in this situation here, Mr. McDaniel. Just bear with me a wee second here, folks. Bloody nightmare, this. Absolutely disgraceful. Oh, Jesus, fucking. Oh, Jesus. Look at the mess you're making this guy. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Okay, right, that was question number 7. Question number 8. Which nation has won the most FIFA Women's World Cups? Which nation has won the most FIFA Women's World Cups? I did see back in the old football quiz I did it, which seems like 2 years ago, but anyway, it was only a few weeks back. I did ask, I did say that I would maybe throw in a wee women's football question there. And quite rightly so. Which nation has won the most FIFA Women's World Cups? Right, let's move on. Question number 9. Goalkeepers Rogerio Cini, Jose Luis Chevalier, Dimitar Ivankov and Rene Higuita are the top 4 in the list for which record in world football? Goalkeepers Rogerio Ceni, Jose Luis Chevalier, Dimitar Ivankov and Rene Higuita are the top 4 in the list for which record in world football? These guys, these top 4 guys, hold this record. What record is that? Okay, remember you can't pause these questions as we go along. And your final question of this, and your final question of this first round, question number 10. Which was the first purpose-built all-seater stadium in the UK when opened in 1989? For a bonus, which Scottish club technically had the first all-seater stadium in 1977? Which was the first purpose-built all-seater stadium in the UK when opened in 1989? And for a bonus, which Scottish club technically had the first all-seater stadium in 1977? There you go. Oh, look at that. Beer oil, my notepad. Tired. That's what it is. It's tiredness. I'll reveal more about the quizathon later on in the quiz. There's been a bit of movement on that, folks, and it's going to be exciting. I really think it will be. I'm building myself up here, but I think it will be. Right. Okay, that is your first round, folks. If you want to send me your answers, you can do so as per usual. And for the moment, let's get a bit of music. bit of music, and this is a bit of an anthem in some parts of the world in terms of football situations. Do you know what I'm saying? Right, okay. That was about the White Stripes with Seven Nation Army, of course. Right, what is your next round, folks? It is Name the Commentator. So I've thrown a wee bit of TV, radio stuff in here. Sorry, I didn't say another word there. Yeah, it's simply name the commentator. Now, as I've always said with this audio rounds, the question does disappear off your screen, but that can't be helped, I'm sorry. Yes, your first one is, if the question's the same, name the commentator, alright. But so if you want to rewind it back, you'll know which one to stop at. This is number one. As I say, it will disappear while I bring up the information. Okay, listen loud. Here we go. Here's your first one.
Your mention of Maradona in his first World Cup, they didn't pick him in '78. He was sent off. Beautifully pulled down by Bergkamp! Oh, what a goal! Dennis Bergkamp has won it for Holland!
It's Bergkamp won it for Holland. Yes, okay. You're only going to hear them once, folks. You're only going to hear them once there. Yes, so it's because you can rewind it back and listen to it. It saves me playing it over and again. Remember, I'm not looking for any details of the match that person was commentating on. I just want simply the name of the commentator. So here is number two. Once again, name the commentator.
Two bright stars in the world of snooker then. Well, when Jimmy White breaks off. World champion Alex Higgins requires a very big break to feature in Pot Black 83.
Okay. That was number 2. Number 2 there for you folks, okay? Hope they're coming through okay. If not, then I'm in big trouble. Turn up your volume as much as you can. Right, number 3. Again, name the commentator.
He's coming up to the line to win it like a fresh horse in great style. His hats off and a tremendous reception. You've never heard one like it at Liverpool. Red Run wins the National. Coming up towards the line, tired now, but game. Churchtown Boy holds Eye Catcher. Churchtown Boy is second. Eye Catcher is third.
Eye Catcher is third. Ah. Horse racing. No, horse racing. Yep. Yeah, that's number 3 there. As I say, name the commentator. Right, this is number 4. Once again, simply looking for name the commentator.
McEnroe was absolutely nowhere near it, but it just missed. And of course, it's set point number 7 for McEnroe.
Quiet, please.
Yes, 2 sets all.
Yes, 2 sets all. A wee bit of a clue there for you for number 4. Number 4 there. Who was the commentator? Right, here's number 5. And as again, simply name the commentator. I'm going to stop saying that because you know.
Well, welcome back to a few crazy people here at Lytham. This is our summer, although you wouldn't think so. You might be in Alaska on a wet Sunday, but they're enjoying it, believe it or not. We're a funny, masochistic lot, getting more and more overweight as the years go by. Everyone's sitting in front of the television and playing with their whatevers they play with. Some of the kids, well, you stay sleeping, son, one day you'll be overweight and out of work. Like 90% of the world these days.
Right, that was number 5, of course. Here is number 6.
Arsenal come streaming forward now in surely what will be their last attack. A good ball by Dixon, finding Smith. For Thomas, charging through the midfield. Thomas, it's up for grabs now. Thomas, right at the end. An unbelievable climax to the league season. Well into injury time, the Liverpool players are down absolutely abject.
Absolutely abject. Very famous that moment in footballing history, I would say. So that was number 6 there, folks. Here we move on to number 7. Number 7. Who's this?
Once upon a time he was breaking all records. Now he's only breaking his heart. Nothing you can do. Totally clips to the dot.
I'll just need to play this wee bit in, and it's no said by the commentator.
Bonnie Taylor.
Bonnie Taylor it is. Gets revenge for his defeat a year ago.
We all know that commentator, surely. Anyway, there was a special guest commentating with him that day, but anyway. In fact, I'll give you a bonus point if you could tell who that person was. Yeah, there you go. And it was, you can wind it back. I played it again, that wee snippet. He went, Bonita, but he was just imitating the voice. But anyway, so you'll get a wee extra bonus point there if you do that. Right, so who was that? What was that? That one? Oh no, see, that's what happens now. I forgot. What was that? Was that number 7? Let me just double check that. Oh, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, that would be right. So that was question 7. That was question 7. We're now moving on to question number 8. Thank God for that. Get myself into the right state there, folks. Right, who is this? Who is this? Oh, I love this.
Now, Shergar's going for the guns. He's gone 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lengths clear. Shotgun swirls under pressure. 2 furlongs out. The Derby is a procession. Shergar is 10 lengths clear. Scintillating Air gets into second place. Church Parade and Shotgun. Glint of Gold come next. There's only one horse in it. You need a telescope to see the rest. They have a furlong to go. And Shergar is galloping them into the ground. 15 lengths at least. Wally Swinburne looks round. He's on his own. Shergar, clear of his field. He's climbed this mountain. He has eased up. Shergar wins the Derby.
An unbelievable, momentous occasion, that. Okay, so that was number 8. We move on to number 9. Again. Who is this?
Now 30 seconds remaining. Neymar chips it forward and Sousa Ronaldo has done it! Can you believe this? Oh my goodness me! This is fantasy stand. Pinch yourself, that really happened.
There you go. Pinch yourself, that really did happen. Who was that? Remember, look for the commentator, not the event they were commentating on. And here's your final one, number 10. Who is this?
Gagan, who's all arms and legs. He's like a mad octopus. When he goes like that, he's like a mad giraffe. I mean, he's like a runaway buffalo, isn't he? He's like a mad water buffalo, isn't he, when he gets going? Here he comes, sniping away. The baby-faced assassin, I'd call him. There he is, the smiling assassin. In the name of the little man, he's done it! It was as if he kicked about 3 pounds of haggis that time, because it hardly got off the ground.
Another legend there. To end off the commentator round there, that was number 10. Okay, as I say, you can wind them back and listen back to them to your heart's content, as I like to say on these occasions. But for the moment, we'll have a wee break there. Yes, good time to have a break. And oh, what a song to break. a jungle. Oh, just an absolutely sensational song, really is. Brilliant, superb. Right, we move on to round number 3, which is picture round, and we are going to show you Olympic gold medalists. Simply name who they are. Point for Creech. Definitely wasn't a gold medalist. Point for each correct answer. First and second name, please. There we go. There he is, your first one. B.A. Baracus there. Not as. Who is that? Number 2. Who is that? We're looking for the man in the centre there. The man in the centre, of course, on the gold medal podium. First and second name, of course. Very famous, of course. Okay. Number 3. Who is that? So in which sporting discipline would you think you would have won a gold medal in? Drinking as many air dingers as I have over the lockdown period, that deserves a fucking gold medal. Eating as much as, I mean, that's like, these are elite athletes, Gary, and you're talking about a pub quiz. They're a bunch of folk who were happy if we fucking make it, if we walk a mile. So let's not mix this. Sorry to all you fitness freaks out there, because I know it's plainly obvious. There's number 4. I feel embarrassed. Oh, terrible. Maybe just stay with the Russian athletics teams used to do back in the day. Take some anabolic steroids and get out there and run like cartoon style. Andre, arriba. Oh, that Mexican. Right, number 5. Who's that? Oh, no, that wasn't a gold medal for Strictly Come Dancing there, just so you, in case you're getting mixed up there. She's obviously happy. And I fucking know you won a gold medal at the end of the day. So as I say, first and second name, please. If you can. It's number 6. Oh, the sun's got in his eyes. Poor guy. Maybe he's just emphasising the fact that the sun's just bounced right off his gold medal, right in his eyes. Don't you go driving after that, mate. Just to test your eyesight, just in case, you know. Don't want to be doing it like that. Sorry, you get away with it if you're a Tory. I think my wife gets a bit upset every time I talk about it. No, she doesn't get upset about it. I think she just gets a bit annoyed every time that somebody appears on the telly. And it's maybe something that's nothing to do with news, nothing to do with politics or anything. It might be just somebody, I don't know, on the telly, her what's her name, or like fucking on Channel 4 that likes to make things out of fucking paper and give it to you as a Christmas gift. He does the house stuff. Tory bastard. That's what annoys Jilly. Because I keep referring to folk as... And I know it's terrible. I shouldn't do that. Sorry. I make my YouTube channel political. I apologise. That's number 7. I don't apologise at all. Fuck's sake, Harry, you're sitting there with a fucking Soviet Union tab on. I just like this because he's one of my favourite players of all time. And it doesn't refer to that previous question back in the football round with regards to Dino Care players. He did play in that team. Did he? I'm sure he did. Anyway. I get pulled up with a guy when I was wearing this in Ibiza. Told me I was wrong to be wearing it. Chased me down the street and everything. All that to try and give me a flyer. Great. Number 8. Oh, look at that. That's what a lot of folks' hair's looking at, like they do. Big queue outside the hairdressers in a few weeks' time, I imagine. Or maybe even a few months' time. Fucking hell. I remember the hairpins. He looks like one of my primary school teachers. It's a good stun though. Right, number 9. Who is that? Oh, that is just the perfect Olympic gold medal photo. You've got the 5 rings in the background, the gold medal, the athlete, and the flowers. What more can you ask for? A shell suit? Don't know about that though. Lighter near that. You're a goner. Shell suits. Wow. Fucking shell suit. The thing that I just couldn't get though was the folk that walked out with shell suit bottoms on, but they would wear, that wasn't a shell suit top though, it would be maybe like a like a shirt or a jumper or something. Got a lot of folk like that in Priest Hill kicking about like that. Walking out the Nairoo, that's all they would. Pair of white sannies on, shell suit bottoms on, and a fucking Benzini shirt or something. Dick. Right, and there's number 10. Who is that? Oh, remember that wee thingy, placard in the background might get a wee clue. I don't know, it might, I don't know. I don't know. It's up to you to decide if it is or not, you know. Doug's farted. God. Right. Here you go for a break now. Goodbye in a minute.
To get along with a big fat pal, and if they see you bend up, I'll stop and give you a leg up. Overpriced on real estate, surreal estate, the highest price living today, creating the revival. situation, mutual appreciation, away from narrow preconception, avoiding conflict, hypertension, non-phobic word aerobic. This was my old name, till someone stole my name. You got to tolerate all those people that you hate. I'm not in love with you, but I won't.
You've got to tolerate all those people that you hate. Very difficult in these circumstances, Mr. Super Furry Animals. Super Furry Animals. Super Furry Animals, that was juxtaposed with you. Right, anyway, let's move on to your next round, which is sport. General knowledge. Oh, so, mixed range of sporting questions here, folks. Plenty of points up for grabs, as per usual. Not always as per usual, but anyway, here we go. Question number 1. Since 2005, Rafa Nadal has won all but 3 French Open men's singles titles. Can you name the 3 players who won it respectively in 2009, 2015 and 2016? Some record there, wee Spaniard odds, isn't it? Many times he picks his arse, really, you know. And since 2005, Rafa Nadal has won all but 3 French Open men's singles titles. Can you name the 3 players who won it respectively in 2009, 2015 and 2016? Interestingly, those that won it in those years never beat Nadal in the final because he was either injured or I think there was one year he was knocked too early. I might be wrong, but anyway. 1 point for each correct answer, 1 point for each correct answer. Okay, question number 2. Which Open Championship course is located in Southport, Merseyside? Which Open Championship golf course is located in Southport, Merseyside? Okay, they've all got a rota. I don't know, 9 or 10 of them are on the rota. Royal Portrush, of course, was readmitted to the rota last year. This year's tournament was, I'm not going to go into that, we'll see. But anyway, looking for the name of the golf course. Which Open Championship golf course is located in Southport, Merseyside? Question number 3. William Perry, the refrigerator, was best known as a defensive lineman for which NFL side from 1985 to 1993? William Perry, the refrigerator, was best known as a defensive lineman for which NFL side from 1985 to 1993? You know what's that about? Refrigerator, right? Fridge has a D in it. Refrigerator doesn't it? What's that all about? I don't know. Okay. Question number 4. In the Northern Hemisphere, we have the Six Nations Championship. But which 4 nations compete in the Southern Hemisphere's equivalent, known as the Rugby Championships? In the Northern Hemisphere, we have the Six Nations Championship, but which 4 nations compete in the Southern Hemisphere's equivalent, known as the Rugby Championship? Now, in this one, I'll give you just a point for getting all 4 because I'm not letting you away with that. I'm not. No. A point for all 4. A point for all 4 here. Fair's fair. Jesus. Question number 5. Which male athlete broke the triple jump world record twice in the same night at the World Athletics Championships in 1995? Which male athlete broke the triple jump world record twice in the same night at the World Athletics Championships in 1995? Sorry. I remember this. And I remember the papers the next day and they put a row of red buses, basically to show how many red buses he triple jumped. So, great achievement, obviously. Well done, the man. Right. Question number 6. The Prix de Diane is the French equivalent to which English classic? This is horse racing, by the way, horse racing. The Prix de Diane is the French equivalent to which English classic? So there's 5 classic horse races for 3-year-olds. The Prix de Diane is the French version of one of them. Which one? French racing's back running. German racing's been back on. Although they had to close down Paris de Longchamp and Saint-Cloud and Auteuil. Listen to me, I'm a French then. So some of the early French classics might have to be ran at Deauville, Marseille, Lyonnais, Bordeaux. Oui. Fucking sound like Delbo. Right. Oh, here. There's more of them. Oh, here, fucking dancer. Right, question number 7. La Source, Eau Rouge, Stavelot, and Blanchimont are all famous corners at which iconic Grand Prix circuit? La Source, Eau Rouge, Stavelot, and Blanchimont are all famous corners at which iconic Grand Prix circuit? Or when I got a go-kart when I was a kid, and it came up, and I thought that was Grand Prix. Oh, you're a Grand Prix. Oh, I got a Grand Prix for my Christmas. I like that. Go-kart thing. And then the chain came off on the inside of the fucking thing, and it was encased in plastic. That's a big plastic fucking thing. Chain came off, but there was no sort of way of getting into it to get the chain back on. Good thinking there, Batman. As to the guy that fucking invented that, man. Right, question number 8. Virginia Wade won the ladies' Wimbledon singles title in 1977. But which other Brit lifted the title before her in 1969, achieving her 3rd career Grand Slam title? Virginia Wade won the ladies' Wimbledon singles title in 1977, but which other Brit lifted the title before her in 1969, achieving her 3rd career Grand Slam title? Question number 9. The USA has seen 37 of its golfers win the green jacket at the US Masters. But which 2 countries come next on the list of nations most successful at Augusta? The USA has seen 37 of its golfers win the green jacket at the US Masters. But which 2 countries come next in the list of nations most successful at Augusta? I think that's quite self-explanatory. I don't really need one here now. Going back to the old gold medal situations, let's just keep in mind that chance I had the success of winning the Inter-Glasgow School Championships at 100 metres. I was Bunbury 100 metre sprint champion, which is still very dear to my heart at this moment of time. And I went to represent the primary school. And I remember going to Scotstoun running track. And I stood there in the starting line. And I looked across. There was a guy, the guy that I knew from along the street, Glenmuir Drive in Priestley, Ricky Lorimer. And I went, he's fast, I know him, I've seen him running for the van. And I went, right, so I've got him to beat. Anyway, so went half. And I was in lane number 1, which isn't a very, as any great sprinter would tell you, like myself, not the greatest lane to be in. Anyway, as I sprinted along, I was about 20 metres for the line. And I thought, right, I wasn't going to win it. There was a wee fast bugger for about fucking Knightswood or something, I don't know. He was on steroids anyway. And I was just about to get probably second place. I honestly do believe. And then some fucking big streak of piss walked onto my lane. I don't know, he was a javelin thrower or something. In fact, he might have been a pole vaulter. But he might have been for German. He might have been German. Anyway, he walked onto my lane. And I was like, I had to slow up, and this wee old woman. She kind of reminded me of Lizzie Burdworth, the Cell Block H. Pulled him off the track. And I had slowed up, and I finished fourth. So I was outside the medals. That's always anyway. Question number 10. In 2012, which racehorse became the first in 60 years to be crowned champion at the age of 2, 3 and 4? Wow. In 2012, which racehorse became the first in 60 years to be crowned champion at the age of 2, 3 and 4? Anyway, what a great question to end that. Aye. Right. Be back in a moment, folks. Here's a wee bit of Doves. There goes the fear by, of course, the fantastic and magnificent Doves. Right, folks. Now, at this stage, you would be expecting the answers to come up, but that's not going to happen. No. The reason for that is I've decided to take the decision to publish the answers later on in a separate video. Now that might not please everyone, but one of the reasons for that was as I got an analytical report on my YouTube channel recently, which showed that some of those watching the videos were immediately fast forwarding to the end of the video to see what the answers were. So I just thought, you know what, that's just knowing the spirit of the actual quiz itself. You know, whether these are folk that are actually submitting their answers to me or not, I don't know. I don't know. But I was quite surprised at the amount of people that were. Maybe they were just fast forwarding. Don't want to listen to my voice and me reading out the questions. But to find that folks started watching the video like 6-7 minutes for the end was a wee bit bizarre. So I've just decided to take the decision that the questions will follow in a separate video. Now, okay, for those that are just playing along at home and are enjoying just marking off their own answers, as I say, I will release the video later on. But this is just for the benefit of those that submit their answers to me. If you don't want to submit your answers to me, that's it, then fair enough. But it's just, I just think this is the best route to go down. Okay, right. So I'll be back soon. Just like kind of like one of these situations where you see some other, like the Big Brother eviction. I'll be back in a couple of hours' time to tell you who's been booted out. But nobody's getting booted out. It's all right. Don't worry about it. But I will be back soon, folks. So do not worry.
I will not check the mind whistle. I will not check. Now I like to say goodbye to all my fellow friends. And if you like this shit on here, I'll see your ass again.
Yeah. Okay, see you soon, folks.